Funky.
Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. Tonight we're going to be doing a beer review that I've been looking forward to. I had a guy that watches the channel reached out to me and asked me if I wanted some more Grimm beer. So sent me a couple of cans of Tesseract, which I've heard nothing but good things about from Grimm. Last Grimm beer we did was I did a re-review of Afterimage. This is a double India Pale Ale, 8% alcohol by volume, canned for 8. So we're still pretty fresh. I mean, we're about 3 weeks on this. So I figured we would give it a shot today. I just got it in the mail from Tim. So thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. I'll be sending some beers your way soon. But yeah, great thing about this hobby. So I looked this up. It took me a little bit to actually find what hops are in this. Brewed with Mosaic, Falconer's Flight, which is a mix of mini hops, and Citra. So right up my alley. Pours out hazy. There's actually no, it's carbonation. It's like almost like there was floaties in there. Pours out pretty hazy, but not. Actually, I can't really see much light through there. I mean, I've got pretty big lights down here. And I can't really see much through it. Really good, like kind of, I mean, New England style looking beer. Pours out a golden, just kind of orange juice looking beer. About a finger of bright white fluffy head when I poured that out. Great carbonation. Some big soapy bubbles, getting a little lacing already on the glass, which means it's a good sign of the beer being well made. Looks like it's good, like I said, good carbonation. Seeing lots of bubbles when I shake it around. So that's good, but it looks fantastic. Let's see what it smells like. Oh yeah, big tropical fruit notes. It's that typical mango, peach, pineapple, tangerine, passion fruit. Getting a little bit of grapefruit on the end of that, but it's really tropical fruit forward. I'm not getting a ton a malt. A little bit of dankness on the nose is definitely there. There's definitely that kind of potty weed funk to it, just a smidge. Which is when I say dank, that's what I think, like just dank, sticky, you know. But I am getting a little bit of the mosaic notes on this. Definitely getting some of that blueberry that I pick up in mosaic beers. Smells killer though. Smells just like a tropical fruit bomb. Not picking up much in the way of malt. No, maybe a little bit of just like kind of like some sweet bready malts, but overall it's just kind of the sweetness from the hops, and just the sugars in the beer. Smells killer though. I can't wait to dive into this beer. I've heard great things. Tim, thank you very much. Cheers. Oh yeah. This reminds me of something. Well, first off, I can't think of what it reminds me of. The nose carries over into the taste on this. This is a New England style beer. This is a juice hop bomb. Great mouthfeel, creamy. Like right, real close to creamy. I mean, it's definitely a medium to medium plus mouthfeel. Great carbonation, velvety, slides across the tongue. You're picking up on all those fruit elements from the hops, the juice bomb. You know, it's definitely mango. It's definitely peach. There's pineapple. Getting a lot of that blueberry on the finish from the mosaic. Getting a lot of orange in this. A lot of orange juice. And then kind of that pithy grapefruit pith, orange pith, grape orange peel is an apt description. I'm getting a ton of the dankness is there for sure. The dankness is there. There's some floral, like grassy notes in the middle of the mouthfeel, like as it's going across, kind of in the middle of the taste profile. I'm picking up on some floral, grassy notes, some earthiness. Not a lot, but it's there, subtle. Not a lot to speak of from the malt bill. It's really well hidden. The 8% is extremely well hidden. This tastes like an IPA. Like, it doesn't taste like a double. It tastes like a single. Although it is a bit sweeter, like a double, because of the extra sugars that go into the beer. This is good. This is really good. The can is badass, by the way. I didn't show that. Tesseract, and then the backside of it. It's really cool. Yeah, like I said, carbonation's great. Great mouthfeel. I will say, having had After Image really recently, and really enjoying the last 2 batches ago of After Image, and wasn't as huge on this last one. This is far better to me than After Image was, and I think I gave that beer like a 94, 5, 3, somewhere in there. I don't remember. Carbonation's much better in this beer. The hop profile's much better, much cleaner, much more kind of forward, I guess would be a good way to describe it. It definitely jumps out at you. This is one of those beers I'm glad I let it sit out a little bit. It's definitely drinking even as I'm sitting here, as it's warming up even more. It's definitely starting to just open up the beer even more. It's drinking fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the kind of that dankness from the Citra hops and that you can get from Mosaic hops as well. The bitterness probably coming from those two, and the Falconer's Flight as well, and then just the juice bomb that comes from Mosaic and Citra. This is a really, really good beer. This is killer stuff. Tim, thank you very much for sending this. I was a little let down by the After Image, but this has kind of got me back on Grimm being able to brew high quality New England style IPAs, juice bombs. This is great. I mean, I'm going to grade this in 2 ways. I was going to bring up one aspect of this beer that is a huge problem for me. But before I do that, if I'm just grading the beer, if somebody handed this to me and said, grade this, tell me what you think, I would say that this is an A+ world-class beer for me. This has got everything that I want in an IPA or a double IPA. It's hop forward. The malt bill is just there to just kind of, create the beer that gives the hops the opportunity to do what they do. And I love that about this beer. It allows the Citra, Mosaic, and Falconer's Flight to just shine. And that's exactly what I want in my IPAs. So, based on that, everything else about the beer, I would give this a 98. I think it's that good. This is a world-class beer and the best Grimm canned beer that I've had yet. It's fantastic. I like it better than Lambo. I liked it better than After Image. This is fantastic. With that said, I know more about this beer. This beer, depending on how you got it, I've read anywhere from $8 to $10 a can, which is fucking ridiculous. Grimm should be flat out ashamed of themselves. There is no IPA or double IPA in the world that should cost that much to make or that much for somebody to buy. At some point, I hate this about the brewery world. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of it. I spend stupid money. I just spent $43 a bottle on a Lost Abbey sour, and I bought 4 of those damn things, and it's stupid. Something like that, though, at least there's time and there's effort. It's in barrels, there's fruits, whereas this is just malt and hops and yeast. I know that they contract brew, or this is brewed by another brewery for them. Is that right? Somebody called me out on my last video because I said it wrong. This is brewed by Grimm at Beltway. So Grimm brews it at Beltway. I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. That is stupid. At first, when Tim reached out to me about this beer, I kind of told him no at first because the price is stupid. It's dumb. There's part of me that actually hates, like, Treehouse. If you've been watching my channel for very long, my favorite brewery. They charge anywhere from $3.75 to $4.50 a can. Which, when I started paying that, because I pay cash for that, I thought that was high. But when you think about it, world-class beer, 6-pack, $16, or 4-pack for $16, 60 ounce. So basically a 6-pack of 12 ounce for $16 for world-class beer. I mean, a 6-pack of Hop Slam is like $23 or 20-some dollars. This is stupid. A 4-pack of this, which costs you $32 to $40. That's stupid. That's dumb. And for that reason alone, I would not recommend anybody buy this beer. For that very reason. It is a killer beer. It's a world-class beer. If you can trade for it and get it at a decent value, I would do it that way, but I would in no way, shape, or form buy this beer. So, little soapbox. I was pissed when I found out how much it cost. I hated that Tim even went and bought this for that much. I'm going to hook him up big time because he did that. But that's just dumb. It's dumb. And Grimm should be ashamed of themselves. I'm going to post this review. I'm going to tweet it at them. I hope they read it, and I hope that, or they watch it, and I hope that they comment, because I need to know why this beer cost $8. There's no reason. Zero. No IPA or double IPA or triple IPA for that matter should cost that much. I know hops are expensive, and I know that obviously a lot of hops went into this. Manage it better, figure it out. Other breweries that are crushing you in quality of beer aren't charging near that much. So I know that part of it's because you're brewing in another brewery. I don't care. That's stupid. Don't do it. So I am going to grade this beer a 98 out of 100 because I didn't have to go pay for it. But if I had gone and gotten in line and found out that this was $8 a can, I would have left. That's just me. I have a point of where it's just like diminishing returns. Like, I'd rather trade or pay somebody for, or drive for the love of God to friggin' Treehouse or Trillium or whatever else. I mean, go to friggin' Other Half. Get their beer. It's not near as expensive, and you're going to get really good quality beer. So until they can figure out pricing, I wouldn't recommend picking this beer up. But it's friggin' delicious. So if you can trade for it, soapbox moment over. Tim, thank you very much for sending this to me. It's a delicious beer. If you guys get a hold of this, or a friend has one, wants to share it, go do it. It's delicious. It's hard to find beers better than this. I mean, this is a world-class beer. But not at $32 to $40 for a fucking 4-pack. It's stupid. It's highway robbery, and you're taking advantage of people and them wanting beer. So that's my opinion. I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for coming behind the bar. This was fun. I enjoyed this beer. It's damn good. I'm glad I got to review it on camera and share my thoughts. So, yeah, until next time, thanks for coming behind the bar. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, and comments. And, yeah, cheers, guys.